Wildcat. So we're going to journal page 37, Understanding Rational Exponents and Radicals. In words, any non-zero number raised to the power of 0 is 1. Using numbers and variables, 1 to the 0 power is 1, 2 to the 0 power is 1, 3 to the 0 power is 1, 100 to the 0 power is 1, ... x to the 0 power is 1 for x not equal to 0. All right, in words, any non-zero number raised to a negative power is equal to 1 divided by the same number raised to the opposite power. Numbers and variables, 3 to the negative 2 is equal to 1 divided by 3 to the second power, which equals 1 to the ninth power. 4 to the negative 2 is equal to 1 divided by 4 squared, which is equal to 1 divided by 16. ... x to the negative 2 is equal to 1 divided by x to the n power for x not equal to 0. A radical expression is an expression that contains the radical symbol here. For n root of a, n is called the index and a is called the radicand. A rational exponent is 2 to the root of a equals a to the 1/2 power. 3 to the root of a is equal to a to the 1/3 power. When you have n to the root of a is equal to a to the 1 divided by n. Power of a power property. 2 to the 3rd power to the 4th power is equal to 2 times 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 2, which equals to the 2 to the 12th power. A to the n to the m power is equal to a to the n times m. All right, go ahead and finish up your notes. And let's take a look at the next page. Example 1. Evaluate the expression. 10 to the negative 8 is equal to 1 divided by 10 to the 8th power, which equals 1 divided by, let's go ahead and put 10 to the 8th power in our calculator. So add calculator. And then we're going to do 10 to the 8th power. So that's 1 divided by 1. So there you go. Okay, let's take a look at example 3. Evaluate the expression. Well, that equals to 1 divided by 2 to the 4th power, which equals 1 divided by, and let's go ahead and put 2 to the 4th power in our calculator. So 2 is 16. So that's 1 divided by 16. All right, example 4. Evaluate the expression. So this becomes 1 to the negative 2 power divided by 5 to the negative 2 power, which then becomes 5 squared divided by 1 squared, which equals 25 divided by 1, which equals 25. All right. Negative 5 to the 0 power is equal to 1. All right, let's take a look at the next example. So 161 times 4 to the negative 4 is equal to 161 times 1 divided by 4 to the 4th power, which equals 161 divided by, let's put 4 to the 4th power in our calculator. Is 256. Now we're going to check to see if it reduces. So 161 divided by 256, it doesn't reduce, so we leave our answer as 161 divided by 256. All right, example 7. Find the root and simplify the expression. So the radical, this becomes the 4th root of 625. Okay, so let's go to our calculator. So to do roots, we do control this button right here. 4th root of 625 is 5. Okay. All right, let's take a look at example 9. So this becomes the cube root of 216 minus the cube root of 125. So we need to put that in our calculator. So the cube root, so control cube root of 216 and the cube root of 125. So this becomes 6 minus 5, which equals 1. All right, let's take a look at the next example. All right, example 11. So this becomes the square root of 49 cubed, which equals the square root of, let's go ahead and do 49 cubed, is 117649. Okay, so then we're going to do control 2 of, and we can actually copy that number, press enter, so that equals 343. So the square root of this equals 343. All right, let's take a look at the next example. So this becomes the fourth root of 16 to the fifth power. So then that's the fourth root of, let's go ahead and put 16 to the fifth power in our calculator. So 16 to the fifth power is 4. So then we do control fourth root of, and I can actually highlight that, press enter, so that equals 32. Okay, example 13. So then this becomes the fourth root of 256 to the fifth power plus the square root of 9 cubed. So let's put in each of those pieces in the calculator. So control fourth root of 256 to the fifth power, and then the square root, so control 2 of 9 cubed, so that's 1024 plus 27, which equals, I can actually highlight, plus highlight 1051. Okay, example 15. So this becomes 1 divided by 25 to the 1/2 power, which equals 1 square root of 25, which equals the square root of 25 is 5, so it's equal to 1/5. All right, let's take a look at 17. So then that becomes 1 divided by 1 to the 5th 7th power, which equals 1 divided by, let's do 1 to the 5 divided by 7th power is 1. So that's 1 divided by 1, which equals 1. All right, let's take a look at the next example. So this becomes the fifth root of 3125 to the fourth power plus 1 divided by the fifth root of 3125 to the fourth power. So once we get this one, we only have to do this once, so then, well, actually we can do it put them both in. So that is the fifth root of 3125 to the fourth power. So that's 625 plus 1 divided by, so I can actually press Control divide, 1 divided by, highlight, oh, I guess I'll just have to do it this way. Control fifth root of 3125 to the fourth power is 1 divided by 625. So this becomes 625, and this becomes 1 divided by 625. Well, this plus this becomes 625 and 1 625. Okay. All right, last example. Example 19. So this becomes the cube root of 125 to the 1 power divided by the square root of 9 to the 1 power. So let's put these in. So then that's the control cube root of 125 to the 1 power is 5 divided by control square root of 9 to the 1 power is 3. So this becomes 5 divided by 3. All right, let's take a look at the next example. All right. The volume of a cube is related to the area of a face by the formula V equals A to the 3 divided by 2. What is the volume of the cube whose face is area? So A equals 49. So all we have to do is plug 49 in here. So V equals 49 to the 3 divided by 2. Well, that equals the square root of 49 cubed. So all we have to do is plug that into our calculator, okay? So that's control root of 2 to the 49 cubed equals 343. So the volume equals 343. All right, go ahead and finish up your examples, start working on your assignment, and have a wonderful Wildcat day.